Okay, that's fine. Let me go to this. One second, yes, I had to populate the data properly to show this example because I don't know, like my data is wiped off. And this is also one important question, guys. Can I name any employee file without your company information on that particular employee file can exist in your success factor system? And no, guys, you can see your company is always a mandatory to create an employee record in your success factor system, guys. Just let me go ahead and populate couple of business units and companies, guys, so that way we can see this behavior. Let me take one, guys, here. Let's say go to company AS underscore US underscore company. Here you can see, let me say this is 40 hours. And okay. AS US underscore manufacturing, guys. That's the one we gave here. Click on submit. Okay. Let me go ahead and quickly select AS underscore. Okay. Go to add new employee. This is the one we selected, guys. AS underscore US underscore company. And let's say this is a new hire. Yeah. Now you can see this is a company that we selected over there, and under that particular company we have something called as like AS underscore US underscore manufacturing. Okay, and if you see here, guys, if you notice, the moment we selected this company and business unit, you see here the standard weekly hours are populated. You can see here the standard weekly hours. You are able to see this data. We haven't populated this data, guys. It is auto populating based on our selections here. You see here, it will clear out your data. I don't want to do that, but so this is how you can see this data is auto populating here, and the concept behind how this data is auto populating. This is one example, guys. You can see a lot of examples, and you can also create a lot of auto population of your data in your success factor system. And yes, the concept behind this is like how your data is being populated is like you have to keep rules between the objects and what fields that you want to auto populate in your propagation rules data model, guys. Okay, and basically these things are going to work with your succession data model. Your propagation is closely works with your succession data model. It's not part of your succession data model, but yes, the different entities of your succession data model is going to be populated. And the source can be your foundation objects. Yes, it can read the data from your foundation objects and populate on the your succession data model objects. Okay, as you can see, the employee job information, which is more relevant towards the employee information, right, which ideally goes to your succession data model. Yes, you are trying to populate the succession data model entity, the job information standard weekly hours, and the source you are trying to read it from the either the business unit or company, those things, which are your foundation objects. Okay, and it's not only this thing. Let me select one more thing. We don't have any job classification available here, guys. Sorry about that. 1 second. We have to populate this data, guys. You have to go ahead and keep a business unit division relationship, right? You have to create a couple of divisions under the business unit, and at the same time create a couple of departments, location, and all those things. That is how you will be able to see this complete concept of your propagation and changing the different fields data here based on the selections that whatever you are going to select here. So what we are going to do is, like, let me take an example, guys, and based on that I'll show you like how to auto populate the dependent fields from your source object entities, guys. And as I told you, the rules, where the rules you are going to keep this thing for this your propagation is like you have a separate XML file called as a propagation rules XML file or propagation data model, guys. And let me show you how it looks like. Then I'll go ahead and create a custom rule, guys. Okay, let me log into the provisioning system. Just a second. Once you go to the data model section, yeah, here you can see, guys, HRIS propagation XML file. So this is the file that I'm talking about, guys. This is the XML file that I'm talking about, and let me download that onto my system. Okay. I don't know, that's why I'm not able to download here, but let me show you. We already have the standard, right? Let me go to this HRIS propagation. At the same time, let me load that into the system.
Raghu, when you're trying to download it from the system, that means it is already in the system. So why we need to upload it again?
I don't know. I'm not able to download from the system, guys.
No, that means it's already in the system, right? So why we have to upload it again to the system?
It doesn't cause any harm, right? See, we haven't configured anything yet in your propagation data model.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you are loading that, we already loaded that 3 days back, and we haven't touched the data model yet. And I don't know, like, what is the reason behind I'm not able to download that from the provisioning system, and that is the reason, just to make sure I'm loading it again, guys.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know, like, what happened with that. Let me upload this once, and then I can do the configuration, or I can download it again just for your sake. 1 second. 1502 and the propagation. This is the propagation. Let me submit that. It is, because you can see here now it was uploaded, right? Let me just try to download it, guys. 1 second. Let me see what happened. Yeah, it's working fine, guys. I don't know like why previously did not. Okay, let's. It is now as usual. You are going to download it from your provisioning system and get that to your desktop. And this is your propagation data model. It's pretty simple, guys. Just try to understand that. It's pretty simple, guys. You see here, if you take about, let's say if you are in the job information, right now whatever the example that we have seen is the job information. And so in the job information you are trying to populate the standard weekly hours. Okay, and so if you read this example, guys, if you read this particular example, you can see here. You can see here, if you read this particular tag, forget about the rest of this file, guys. I'll explain you this file. If you just read this tag, the propagate, your tag is propagate, and you are reading from foundation element location, and you can see here you are trying to populate some field called as time zone. It's a time zone is your time zone is the field, and this time zone you are referring inside the job info object. Okay, and in the same fashion you see here where it is. 1 second, guys. Location, country. Okay, this is what we have seen, guys. I'm just searching for that. See, if you just read this line, says the source is your foundation object company, and you're trying to populate the destination HRIS element job info, and the field that we are trying to refer is the standard hours, guys. Let me repeat that, guys. You are getting the standard weekly hours from the foundation object. Company is your foundation object, guys. Inside the company, you are referring the field called as standard hours, and you are trying to populate the destination. The HRIS element is the job info. Job info is nothing but object, guys. I'll show you where it is. It will be in your succession data model. And inside the job info object, you are populating the standard hours, guys. Is it clear, guys? Let me show you that on the data models, and let me show you on the data model, okay? Then you can ask me questions. 1 second, just hold a minute. So if you go to your data models, one is your corporate and another is your succession data model. This is your corporate data model. And let me open the succession data model also.